This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Dr. Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is Amanda Kacharik from Besser Museum. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, Nancy.
So nice to have you here, and things are so busy at the library. Unfortunately, the rainy weather brings in lots of people, but we need people to come on the warm, sunny days too, because there's so much to see and do.
Yes, so everything at the museum is going really well right now. We've got a lot of visitors, of course, it's summer, so we've got a lot of tourists in the area, a lot of people with families in the area still who come back to visit, and so we have a lot of memories made in the museum, and so we're happy to have people come back and see us. And so, of course, at the time that we're talking now, it's a pretty rainy day, and so the museum is packed. We're busy, busy, busy. All this week we've been busy so far, especially when it's a rainy day. I really recommend you give us a call and let us know that you're coming, just because then we can let you know if it is a busier day. Some people still like to come when it's a little bit quieter, and so we can let you know how it's going, especially if you're interested in a planetarium ticket.
Yes.
Yes, so of course planetarium tickets are different than the museum tickets because we only have a certain amount of seats allowed. So for example, today we ran out for our 12 o'clock show, and so in that case you'd be able to go to some of the later shows later in the day or maybe later in the week. But if you're only here for a couple of days, we just want to make sure that you can come in. So if you want to make sure you get your name on a list, you can give us a call ahead and we can RSVP you some tickets and know that you're going to be there.
Perfect. And what are we going to see in the galleries right now?
So right now in the galleries, we've got two different art galleries that are open. So we have the NEMAG exhibit is up in the front of the museum. They currently have their really big art sale up, but we're gearing down for the end of that show. I know they're going to be taking a lot of those pieces to Art on the Bay soon.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so make sure you come and visit the museum and get your last chance at some of those pieces. Lots of one-of-a-kind pieces that are there, so you want to make sure to check those out. Really talented local people. And in the Wilson Gallery, we also have our modern art exhibit.
Yes.
Yes, so we just opened the modern art exhibit there. The Wilson Gallery had a big renovation, so brand new carpet, new paint, new walls for those artworks to be on. So we're really happy that we can share that with the public. Worked really hard on a lot of those things, so we have really complete gallery guides. So if you're interested in learning more about the artists who made the artwork, I really recommend coming to see the artwork in person and then looking through those gallery guides, because you can learn a lot more than you would have ever thought.
And this is from your collection.
Yes, it is. So our permanent collection has a lot more than we're able to show at one time. And so we hope to be able to rotate through in that space different artworks, different years. So for right now, we have all of these modern artworks. So eventually we'll have works that are from pre of that modern era. So a little bit more of the expressionist works. I know like our Renoir is something that people love to come and see.
Yes.
We'll be able to put that out again. And then in the following year after, we've got some more postmodern work. So that'll be more contemporary things closer to today's artworks. So we'll be able to rotate through, and hopefully you can see new things every time. Of course, we can't put everything all at once, because then once you see it, I mean, that's no fun. So
right, I like the way you're doing it. It's a great idea.
Right, so we try to keep it fun and interesting every time you come. So then, of course, we've also got our old favorites. There's Alpena history. We took out some more of those Alpena history photos that we used to have on the front walls. Now there's some more facing the back walls towards the Avenue of Shops. So if you're looking at some of those late 1800s, early 1900s, early black and white photography of Alpena, we've got some of those out again.
Good.
I know those are big favorites for people.
And you have a juried art show coming up?
We do. So we will be starting to take submissions at the end of July. If you go to our website, which is bessermuseum.org, you can download an entry form. It's a pretty simple process. As it is a juried show, we do have our juror, Irv Lewandowski is going to be our juror. He's done it previously, and it's really a great thing to work with Irv. He's a great guy, and so I think that we're going to be able to build out a really great show. So when that juried artwork comes in, he will look through the artworks, make some selections, and if your piece isn't chosen, has no reflection in terms of if it's a good piece or not. It just all has to do with building a complete show. And then throughout that work, we'll be selecting winners. And then, of course, if you are a winner of the Juried Art Show, you will be able to show your work at the Besser Museum separately. So last year's Juried Art winner will actually have her works up at the museum as well at the same time that this exhibit opens. So I want to get some dates for you correct here.
Please.
Yes, so our entries are going to be accepted July 29th through August 5th. And then August 16th is when we're going to start. We'll kind of have a soft open. The pieces will be up on August 16th, but we will be having more of an opening reception following that, so closer to the end of the month in August. So we'll set those dates and times when we get a little bit closer. But yes, end of August, you'll be able to see all of those works at an actual reception this time.
Okay, sounds wonderful. And then I know you did Log Cabin Days online. How did that go?
So that was really fun. So yeah, this year we wanted to keep things a little simple as people are getting back into doing live events. We did do Log Cabin online through our Facebook page, so just posting things throughout the day. Tried to get a nice mix of activities and fun facts, things that you might not know about log cabins or log cabin history. And so that was really neat. I know we are looking ahead towards October, so we will have to see how things are going, but we are, fingers crossed, looking forward to maybe an in-person fall harvest this year.
Keep my fingers crossed and hope that that happens.
Yeah, so I am looking ahead at that. I think it's going to be really good, but we always have new things happen, and we just go with the flow. So always happy to have people come in no matter.
And what about the Fossil Park?
So Fossil Park, always a great thing to do. I know even in rainy weather, we still find people out in the Fossil Park digging through for fossils. Sometimes that helps wash them off too, I guess.
Oh yes.
So it's a great time to come and find some of those limestone Devonian ocean fossils. When you clean them off, you'll find lots of corals and little seashells, things like that, because we all used to live in what was an ocean.
That's true.
Yeah, kind of get that beachy feel, maybe a couple 100,000 years previous to our beaches we're used to.
So what are your hours for the summer?
So our summer hours are 10 o'clock to 5 p.m. So we're open a little bit later than we were previously. So 10 o'clock to 5 p.m. And Sunday we are still open from 12 to 4, but just keep that in mind that we are open until 5 p.m. later.
Okay, and so what is the best way to reach you to get more information? Facebook?
So we do update our Facebook pretty recently, or pretty regularly. Our online website, we do also update with current information as often as we possibly can. And so that is bessermuseum.org, or you can find us at Facebook just looking for Besser Museum or Besser Museum for Northeast Michigan. And then always make sure if you're unsure about anything, you can just give us a call. And so real easy to find us, 989-356-2202. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Thanks for having me.
Please stay tuned. I'll be right back following these messages.